This guy's bruising. Energy made this one. Fuck Arteta, this man ain't a legend. Said he made us challenge, but we challenged for second. 5 years, no trophies, get sacked in a second. Drop me out, this trophy job's coming like bangers. And yo, old is what you saying. 800 mil on these players who are not creating. No trophies in phase 5, look how we're playing. Nwaneri did it with Leicester, what phase was they in? Liverpool just picked up a title. We don't stop to be humble, you're dismissing your rival. That you catch a bullet, dismiss with this rifle. He's dead on arrival. Came shot, he can hardly breathe. Dying outside the Emirates in this armory. Hell of real gunner shooting on the wing like I'm a reed. I'ma catch Mikel Arteta in an artery. Tell him, I want him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Super deep and make I want him out. I can't stand this little prick, we need him out. We need him out. Fuck Mikel Arteta, get him out. Fuck super deep and make me want him out. We can't stand this little prick, we want him out.
Oh, boss, that game against Bournemouth was crazy. The last minute goal, we were nuts. Though some people say every time we win a game, we celebrate like we won the league. We don't over-celebrate, do we, boss?
Oh, no, Martin Odegaard. I don't think so.
Welcome back, family, to Northside LDN. Caramba. Today we got quite a bit of news to get through. Arsenal win 1-0 against AC Milan to start off our Singapore pre-season. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm running on zero sleep. So if you can like and subscribe and do all that good stuff, I'd appreciate it. Listen, we're flying out tomorrow to Madrid, the Madrid tour. You already know what time it is to celebrate my birthday. So listen, man. Ain't gonna be no angry stream today. I'm in a happy mood. I can't even lie. I'm knackered, but I'm in a happy mood. Still need to pack and do all that good stuff. But let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. Big up to everyone that's locked in. A lot of content's gonna be dropping as well. While in Madrid, a lot of daily content, a lot of lives, a lot of videos. So big up to everyone that's locked in. Apologies for the videos I didn't drop today. It's because I've had no sleep and I literally got off stream last night at 5 in the morning, went straight to work. I've been at work all day, now I've just got back. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's start with the 1-0 win against AC Milan. And big up, man. Big up to my guy Ethan. Once again, Ethan cooking, bro. This is why I say that Ethan's a baller, man. The way he takes on players, how direct he is, the shots, he's always trying to work the goalkeeper. He's always being direct. He's always trying to open up oppositions, take players on. He just offers everything that Odegaard doesn't. Literally offers everything that Odegaard doesn't. I didn't actually watch the full game. I had to watch the highlights because obviously I've been getting prepared because I'm traveling tomorrow. But yeah, listen, from what I saw from the highlights, Ethan, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is why I say that Ethan needs to start. Ethan needs to start. The way he cooked the player as well, the shots that he takes. I just like the directness of the player. Like, he does exactly what I want a number 10 to do. Picking passes, taking shots. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the defense wondering, is he going to shoot? Is he going to pass it? Is he going to create? Is he going to take you on? Like, this is what I like about Ethan, man. Big up to Ethan, man. This is why I said he's a baller, man. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely cold baller, man. Cold baller. For the sake of Arsenal, I'm happy that he signed a new contract. And 100% he deserves, you know, a lot more minutes than what he was given last season. So hopefully, God willing, he gets a lot more minutes. He gets a lot more time. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more from Ethan, if I'll be completely honest. I want to see a lot more from Ethan. A lot more minutes, a lot more starts. And yeah, if we don't end up getting Eze or another number 10, I want Ethan to start. I'm dead ass serious. When Odegaard came on, all I'm seeing is shots that were hitting the side netting. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just doesn't bring the same impact, the same intensity that that Ethan brings to the team. So listen, for me, Ethan starts as it currently stands. If we don't go out there and get an Eze, Ethan for me has to be number 1 as our number 10. And I think he's just night and day in comparison to Odegaard. So hopefully Ethan starts, man. You know what I'm saying? His close control as well. There was another time where literally first touch, he just controls the ball, takes it around the player with the first touch. Second touch, strikes it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like about Ethan, man. He's just direct. He's quick. He makes things happen. You know what I mean? He's a player that actually excites you when on the ball. Not somebody like Odegaard that wants to play the safe passes and is very frustrating, lacks a lot of quality in the final third a lot of the time. So, yeah, man, I just, long may it continue. You know what I mean? If this is what Arteta's going to do, Ethan, you know what I mean, playing in the 10, Gyökeres up front. I know Gyökeres didn't start this game, but for when the season starts, that's looking a lot better in terms of creativity and goal output. A lot better. A lot better. So, yeah, man, hopefully that's going to be the partnership. Hopefully that's going to be the link up. And, yeah, man, we will see. Rafael Leao, now you can see why I say that Rafael Leao is very frustrating. A lot of opportunities, well, not a lot, but a couple of opportunities through on goal in the final third and just wasting them. This is what I mean about Rafael Leao being wasteful. This is why I don't want him at Arsenal. I know a lot of the fans are divided. Some fans want Leao, some fans don't. For me, I've been saying I don't want Leao, and today you can see why. I know it's preseason, but during the season, I was already saying this. I was saying this during the season, last season, that Rafael Leao the guy doesn't impress me. Like he's too hot and cold. You know what I mean? Kind of like Martinelli, a player that we're trying to get rid of. And today you can see exactly why I don't want Rafael Leao. I just feel like he's too inconsistent for the amount of money that they would want for Rafael Leao. I just don't think he's worth that money. I personally don't think he's worth that money, man. But yeah, it is what it is. Martinelli, talking about Martinelli, he was just as frustrating in front of goal. Smacking the ball against defenders, you know, not passing the ball properly, not shooting properly, just frustrating. Same old Martinelli. Let's just keep it honest. Same old Martinelli. We've seen this from Martinelli time and time again. The guy gets, you know, he gets himself in good positions and then he just loses the ball aimlessly or shoots aimlessly, or it just looks like as soon as you give him too much time to think, he just loses the ball, loses all composure. And this is exactly why I wouldn't want Rafael Leao, because I just feel like yes, he's a bit better than Martinelli, but both of them lack the same fundamentals, which is composure in the final third. Martinelli today, poor once again. I'm not surprised. Hopefully we can get him sold, he can get him gone, and we will see. Trossard with a good long-range shot. Made the goalkeeper work for it, but it got saved. Other than that, I didn't really see much. I think Saka, Ethan, Max Downman looked very composed. 15 years old, he's playing with a lot of composure, a lot of confidence. And long may it continue. I don't think it's, you know, he's ready yet. I think I've seen some fans already getting a little bit too excited and expecting him to, you know, kick on and be a star. I don't think he's ready yet, personally. But I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. But yeah, man, he's 3 years off of even being 18. I don't know. I think we still need to take our time with Max Downman. Maybe play him in the cups. You know what I'm saying? Maybe give him the minutes that we gave to Ethan last season. You know, give him those minutes maybe. But yeah, man, he's definitely a talent. He's definitely a talent. And yeah, we will see, man. We will see what happens with Downman, and hopefully we can develop the player properly. But he's definitely showing some signs of maturing quite quickly as a footballer. He's still got a long way to go, but some good signs. I can't lie. You know what I mean? But I don't know if he's ready. I don't know. I don't think he's ready right now. But we will see. We will see. Macy.
Oh, what's up, Northside? It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, Northside. Yeah, I'm happy to be back on your show once again. And I watched the highlights of the game today between Arsenal and Milan. And listen, at least we got the job done. But I don't really care that much about preseason. I just only care about the season starting. And I'm happy that we got the performance. But I just think to myself, are we really going to challenge for the Premier League this year? I don't know, because the fact of the matter is that I'm happy that Max Downman got a chance to impress us. And listen, I was very surprised that he's 15 years old. Big moment for him, and for him to come on and show what he can do. This was a massive moment, and big up to Ethan as well. He's still balling out for us, but I don't know if he's going to get that contract or not. And if he does get that contract, I just think to myself, I just think Arteta is going to run him straight to the ground. So I hope, fingers crossed, Ethan does not sign that contract. He goes and finds a club to play for and hopefully gets the best out of, because with Arteta, he's not going to get the best out of him. He will absolutely downgrade him and just absolutely run his career to the ground. So, Ethan, if you're watching this, my G, find yourself a good club and be the best version of yourself. Martinelli today, absolutely shocking. Just sell him. I mean, what's the point of us keeping him? Because no matter how many times this manager starts him, he's not even impressing. So what's the point of us keeping him this season? He's 20, he's in his 23s or 24s. So now is the time to sell him, because he's been at this club since Unai Emery bought him, and Unai Emery used him as a striker, and that was good for us. But ever since Arteta took over, he's been putting him on the wings, and it hasn't even worked for once. So Martinelli should definitely go. Trossard, I'm happy he started, but hopefully when he goes to Fenerbahce, I hope that Jose gets a tune out of him, because when it comes to Jose Mourinho, he always finds a way to get players' careers back on track. The same what he did with Zlatan, what he did with Pogba, and what he can do with Trossard if he comes to Fenerbahce this season. And I'm happy we got the job done against Milan. And there's been reports of Berta. He's looking to bring three options: Gordon, Eze, or Rodrigo. And if I had to choose which one should come to our club, Eze, because I want us to get him, because Eze is a proper baller. He can glide down the left flank, he can cross the ball, he can take a shot, and he can make something happen. And people can say that, oh, but Gordon is good. Yeah, Gordon is good, but he's not the answer for us. Eze is the best, because look at what Eze did last season at Palace. He absolutely balled out, and he scored twice against us at the Emirates to draw 2-2. So let's go and get Eze. We all know that Rodrigo ain't coming. He's going to go to Liverpool if that happens. So if we are supposed to act like a big club, the first priority is to go and get Eze.
I hear it. You know what? For me, I slightly disagree. I feel like I'd rather go get Rodrigo, because right now we don't have a starter for the left-hand side. But I'd get Rodrigo, but I'd start Ethan as our main number 10. So I'd start Ethan as a main number 10. And then if we have to pick out of the three, I'm talking about if we have to pick out of the three, I would get Rodrigo, play him on the left, got Saka on the right, and then you got Ethan in the middle, then you got Gyökeres. I think our attack is a lot better than last season. Levels upgrade than what we had last season. So if we can only pick out of the three, out of Gordon, Eze, and Rodrigo. Listen, I'll take Eze. I completely understand why you rate him. I rate him. I would take him. But I'm just saying, if we can only pick one of the three, I would get Rodrigo right now, because the way Martinelli was playing today just shows why we need a left winger. We're still so one-sided and playing through Saka's right-hand side every single time that we need somebody on the left. We've got Ethan that is capable of playing the number 10. So I would just start Ethan, play Rodrigo on the left, and then put Saka on the right, and there we go. And then obviously Gyökeres up front. We are levels above what we were last season as an attack. There's more creativity. There's better. We're not as predictable. We've then got a striker that can bag goals. We've got a left winger that can bag goals and can create as well. He can link up. Rodrigo can also link up. And we've got a number 10 that can actually, we saw what Ethan did today. Always asking questions of the defenders and the goalkeeper. Exactly what we need from a number 10. So that's what I would do if I could only get one of them. But this here, North, what do you make of the rumors about Saliba off to Madrid? And what will it take to facilitate the move? Do you know what, yeah? We keep seeing this, but it's all just talks at the moment. That's the thing. I'm sure Real Madrid are interested, but it's all just talks. There's no bids been made. So all they really got to do is put the money down, bro. I think Saliba's not going to kick up a fuss, because he knows he's going to have to face the wrath of the fans if the deal falls down and crumbles. So he's not going to say anything. He's going to buy his time. He's going to play the political game. Oh, I love Arsenal. I'm committed to the club. This and that. But the fact that he hasn't signed a contract yet, you know, he's seen Gabriel sign a new contract, but yet he's still not signed a new contract. I think he's biding his time, waiting to see if Madrid actually put a bid in. Once they put a bid in, I think we're going to see, you know, his agent's going to, you know, progress the deal and see if they can get the move. I reckon Saliba just waiting, bro. I think he's just biding his time. He's going to keep quiet. He's going to let his agent do all the talking, just in case the deal doesn't go through for any reason. Maybe Madrid don't have the money. He's not going to shoot himself. We see this all the time from footballers these days. They're not, you know, they keep their cards close to their chest in case the deal breaks through. There's so many things that can happen in the window. So it is what it is, bro. Until I see a bid, I don't really think, you know, there's much progress yet on the deal. But let's be honest, if Madrid are serious about getting Saliba, he's gone. He's gone. We've seen it with Fabregas when he was in international duty for Spain and they're putting the Barcelona shirt over Fabregas. Eventually they got the player. Do you know what I mean? When Fergie wanted Van Persie, he got the player. Do you know what I'm saying? When City wanted Adebayor, they got the player. When they wanted Nasri, they got the player. We've seen this before. So if they really want the player, they'll probably end up getting the player because we've not won anything. So we will see when it comes to that, bro. We will see, man. But yes, sir, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm calm, bro. I'm calm. Literally, I got the news. Yeah, Max has got a bug, man. He's not coming Madrid, bro.
What?
Yeah, Max ain't coming. Seriously, he's got a bug, man. Big up to my guy Max, bro. Yeah. He sent me a voice note, man. He's got a bug. Like he sounds bad, bro.
What's a bug? Like you mean he's sick?
Yeah. I don't know what he's got, but he sounds bad, bro. He sent me a voice note, bro. He ain't coming Madrid tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, man, it's Lee's fault, bro. He kept shouting at him about the Mac fam. Look at that. Yeah, big up to him though, man. I'll check on him in a bit anyway.
Yeah, it's mad, bro. What a time to get ill, bro. Just before you're going away. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna run him back half the peas, bro, because I feel bad, innit? Because he paid his half.
He paid for the apartment and that.
Yeah. I feel, obviously, it's not his fault. It's not my fault, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I just run him back.
But you know what it is, though, North. Yeah, you still have to get the flight money back. You know, this is why, you know, us here, we don't learn, innit? We don't put insurance on our flights. Yeah, you listen to this. So my brother was supposed to come yesterday, my little brother, yeah. He was in Holland, innit? So he said his flight's at 6 or something like that, whatever. 6 a.m. And he was at 9, but easy jet thing. So he must have gone to the airport at like 4, yeah, or 4:30. Went on there chilling. He sent me a message saying, yo, my flight is delayed, innit? I'm like, cool. Listen, I'm going to work, yeah? I'll finish work, I'll pick you up. Bro, this flight is getting delayed every hour going forward, yeah? This time he's at the airport at 12. He jumped on the plane, yeah? You know what they told him? Listen, there's something wrong with the plane, yeah? We don't know when it's going to get fixed, so you have a choice. You either sit down and wait, or you jump out. My bro was like, I'm jumping off, bro. I'm going back home. I went back home. He rang me, said, nah, I'm going back home. But obviously, Holland's small, innit? So you can get from like one side to the other in like 2 hours. From one side from Holland to the other side, it only takes like 2 hours, innit? So imagine that if you don't live far, it's less than an hour and that. He was like, nah, he jumped on the train and went straight back home. But that's the point, though. It's one of them things, innit? This is why I never really used to get here when people used to book. You know, the people that book flights for next June. I'm going to Mexico next year. I'm thinking, how do you know you're going to be here next year? Like, you booked it for next year. Like, how you booked it for next year? But you don't know what's going to happen for you to... You get it? Like, okay, cool, couple months ahead and that. You know how you booked the Madrid thing like a couple months ago, like a month? That's it's quite close, isn't it? But yeah, man, are telling me I'm going to Brazil next year or them places. I'm thinking, what? Everything's booked, you know? Everything's booked. I'm like, even put insurance on that. You know, they want to put insurance in that. But yeah, man. Yeah, what are you talking about though? What's going on with the transfers? And I ain't really checked on anything, innit? Like except for my club.
We were just like talking about the match between Arsenal and Milan earlier tonight, and we were also like talking about the players' performance, like Nwaneri, 15-year-old Max Downman making his professional debut, like Martinelli doing what Martinelli does, stinking out the place. Trossard, he played very well today, but I don't know. But he could be going to Fenerbahce this season because like it looks like Arteta doesn't want him like in his
Who?
squad. Trossard, because apparently Fenerbahce are keen on in bringing him to Turkey.
He'll do
Because
well there.
huh?
He'll do well there, man. He'll do well
Yeah,
in Turkey.
because look, Jose is the manager, and you see what Jose has done to players' careers. He's got their whole career back on track. Like the same thing he did with Zlatan. Came to Manchester United, and when he was scoring goals, the old Zlatan was back, and they won the Europa League, and that was because Jose turned Zlatan back to where he should be, the top striker that he should have been. And he did the same with Pogba, brought him back to the club where it all started for him. And the first thing Pogba did, he contributed to that midfield, scoring a lot of goals and winning a first trophy in his first season with Manchester United, all because of Jose Mourinho. So it would be no surprise if Trossard goes to Turkey, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Fenerbahce win the Super League title this season.
Yo, listen, Trossard reminds me a little bit of like Dries Mertens. Do you remember Dries Mertens, the Napoli done?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's similar. Like they're quite clinical. They can shoot from outside the box. I know that Dries Mertens used to be able to play like a little bit forward on the right, on the left, and that. And he went to Galatasaray as well, if I'm not mistaken. You can actually get something out of them. Like when you're going over there, it might not be as competitive, obviously, as the Premier League, but they might still be able to, get something out of their career. I mean, Turkey still pays well as well, innit? So
Yeah,
we'll see.
They like them older dons over there, man. They like the older dons. But today, our performance, you could see like Odegaard in this team, bro. I see him shouting and trying to guide people. I was just like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Because Ethan once again is showing you up, bro. Like, the guy's just shouting.
I can't lie, man. I started seeing people doing watch-alongs for pre-season. I'm thinking, no one got a job or what? Am I the only one at work right now? Like, man.
I only saw the highlights, bro. I told the chat, bro. I only saw the highlights, bro. Like, I was busy, bro.
All I know is I heard people say something about Havertz kept falling over and Odegaard, bro. That's what I remember, yeah. And then
that's what I was gonna say. What happened to him bulking up?
What did I say when we spoke about him bulking up? I said he's slow anyway. So if you bulk up, yeah, you become slower because that's just added weight. Yeah, you might have a bit more powerful, yeah, but you might not be as quick as when you're a bit lighter. So he's already slow. Like he was moving like a zombie there last season, and then man becomes more slower. I'm thinking being hench that's not gonna let you score goals and that. And on top of that, he's come from the hamstring injury, yeah. Bro, look at what happened to Reece James when he bulked up. Because remember, Reece James wasn't as big as big as he was before. Like now he's big, but before that he was, bro. He looked like he was just on the protein shake, no food. Yeah, he came back from injury, yeah. Protein shake, no food, no flight. You just see him, yeah, man.
Yo,
Rashid, how are you, my
guy? All he does is walk around.
Macy,
and he's looking for someone on the
one sec. Let me see.
King's Cross.
Let me say hello to Macy first.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, my tribal chief. Good afternoon, my tribal chief.
Yeah, big up, Rashid, my wise man.
How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. It's been a long time since we met, since we've talked to each other. So
it's been too long. It's been too long, bro. What we saying about Gyökeres? You happy? You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy that Gyökeres has arrived, because like this is what we need. We need a striker that's been bagging goals in Portugal and won trophies. And listen,
Farmers League.
Yeah,
Farmers League.
Yeah, they can say Farmers League. Like,
how many goals do you reckon he's gonna bang?
15. You can't bang 20 with Arteta as a manager. No way. Did you see the game today? Did you watch the game today? Yes, sir.
No, I didn't.
Fucking hell, that was copy paste. All we did.
I didn't even win you one. I didn't even know you get a trophy for that. Man, are telling me it's bigger than the Conference League and
oh my day.
I swear that's what they told me on Twitter, bro.
I can't,
And then I
man.
said,
I'm not-
you remember when Tottenham won the Alpha Cup? I was like, but it wasn't a major then times, but it's a major now. Yeah, they move it like Deji.
I think they're joking. Yeah.
Did you see Max Downman making his debut with for us? 15 years old. 15.
You know what? It doesn't matter, Macy, because I liked Max Dowman. I liked Ethan, but they ain't gonna play. Do you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make a difference. They played today, but I don't think they're getting any other minutes. Do you see the same way we played today? I don't know. You watch. You guys watched the game. It was the same Arsenal. All we changed was Zubimendi for Partey. That's all it is. That's all it was. Sideways, cross the ball, hope, go back. You know what I'm saying? Saka playing right wing back. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. What are we doing here, bro? So, yeah, man, I think 15 goals, yes, sir. What are you saying? Yes, sir?
That's the number I was thinking. That's the roughly around that, like between that 18 or something like that. I don't think, you know what it is for me, yeah? Because the way you lot play is like you need a Giroud type striker, innit? Like he has other things. He does other things beside the finishing, yeah. Because that's how your front line flows, innit? That's how the team kind of flows. Someone in the middle, dropping deep, maybe runners in behind, that kind of thing, innit? The problem is Gyökeres is more facing forward. He's that kind of striker. So is he gonna adapt? Is he gonna be able to either adapt to the game, or does the manager have to change everything? So far, obviously, he's not there yet for him to change something. So like maybe you haven't seen a difference today because you still have Havertz up front and he's still playing to how he was playing before, innit? Maybe if like Gyökeres comes in, he might change it, but you know me, and like you don't know that yet. So I hear where you're coming from.
Milan played the same way that are maybe 12 Premier League teams will play.
But you know how bad
block, hit on the counter. Yeah, they're shit. I can't lie.
They were like
they're terrible
last season.
And they even got Allegri as their manager as well. And you know they've also got Allegri as their manager of Milan.
Yeah. He was defending today. He was defending for his life. But I don't know why he was defending. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like he took this as maybe it's the game plan. But the point is that we're gonna play teams like this and better teams than Milan, because Milan today was shit. But other teams will catch you on the counter. They will hurt you. So, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what worries me is that nothing changed. I want something to change. I want that something in that midfield got to fucking has to change.
What do you want? What do you want?
Excuse my French.
What are you expect? What do you want to change?
I want someone. I want someone that can actually play football. You know what I'm saying? In that fucking midfield, and someone can play football.
Yeah, you don't want runners. I get it. I
want a techie player. If you don't want a techie player, calm. Bring someone like you see the way. What's his name? Skelly. Someone that can carry the ball. Someone that can do something, bro. At least I don't know, bro.
Rice can carry.
I don't know.
I get what Rashid's saying, because this is the time to experiment. If the manager's got any plans or any ideas of how he can improve his squad or improve tactically, this is the time to experiment. This is the time where it's a free hit. You can experiment the whole preseason, bro. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But don't start experimenting while the season.
The only care at Chelsea, you know. Preseason is like, bro, preseason is like when Maresca came in preseason, it's like I thought I was playing Premier League games. If someone messed up, it's like we lost the league, bro. I was thinking, yo, man, chill, let him experiment. Like, this is what even Club World Cup we experimented. We've played 4-4-2-2-2 formations, and like we've played different ways, yeah. Before getting to actually to the bit where okay, cool, yeah, we're gonna start playing the main players and also, you know what I mean, like move things to the way where we need to beat a team or whatever, yeah. Take it a bit more serious. But before that, when we played that Tunisian team and some other teams, it was about experimenting. A man is saying, how is he experimenting? Thinking this is part of our club, like part of our preseason, yeah. Because guess what? We only got two games preseason, you know. August 8th, like by Leverkusen and then some other team.
Yeah, but you come back so late though.
And then that's it. Huh?
You guys have come back so late though.
It's late, but guess what? Our season has only ended at the end of the Club World Cup.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is our rest.
Ended so late.
Yeah,
That's
so
why.
this is our rest. João Pedro, we dragged off the beach to play games and then pushed him off on the beach again. You get it? Some players are coming in and out that you don't know about them yet. So we're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Now I hear that, man. Yo,
No,
Gianni,
but
what you saying, man? You know what I mean? Where's Gianni? Get
how you
Gianni.
doing?
Get
How you
Vito.
doing?
Get
What's
Vito.
going
You know
on?
what I'm saying?
Shoot the
Ah,
post.
what
Shoot
this?
the
You wanna
post.
vote this?
Shut the
Here, you
fuck
wanna?
up.
Hey, you wanna laugh?
Oh,
Hey, you wanna laugh at how Italian I am? My vacant storage space got all my wine.
How you doing?
where's the mozzarella? Where's the mozzarella?
The
You know what I'm
mutts,
saying?
the mutts,
At the house.
the
Yeah,
mutts.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, bro. We need some Don Gotti, bro. We need to get Gotti, bro. We need to get Gotti right now. Arteta's moving like Gotti right now. Yeah, Teflon Don right now. We can't get rid of him, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's gonna be the same. And it's gonna be the same shit like it was last year with the way we play. That game. I just finished watching it because I'm on delay over here at work. But man, same style of play. It's gonna be same thing all over again. We're gonna be over relying on a 15-year-old to get the job done. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I hear it.
Facts,
Man.
bro.
Did you manage to watch the game? Did you watch the game? Did you watch the highlights? What's your thoughts on the game?
I watched the game. I just finished watching the game on my computer at work.
Phase 6? Good.
It's like this. It's mid at best.
I
I think
this look, yeah, the thumbs down to get thumbs down.
It's bad, man. It's bad, man. I'm scared for what it's going to be like this year. I said to Shane on the Bruised Banana show, I really think that we're going to be in a top 4 finish, even with Gyökeres there, still playing the same style. Not confident about this team. And AC Milan, don't take anything away from that. That team is shit. That.
Yeah. He's right. Your internet went, boss.
Yeah.
You gotta tell that internet, bro. I'm walking here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta tell them, bro.
Even Rashid looks frozen.
Rashid.
Look at him.
That's his road face, man. That's his road face.
Yeah, no, if you know what it looks like. Never a foul.
Scouting the road.
No, if you know Never a Foul, they got the pictures. You know, they got the pictures on Never a Foul that when someone's not there, he's gonna come later. That's how he looks. He's frozen.
Look at you looking like K Coke, bro. Look at Rashid, bro.
Bruv, he's scouting the roads.
He's scouting the road.
Potential market opportunities.
You get me, bruv. You see Rashid, he never misses a market opportunity on the roads, fam.
Once he's buying and selling, you know.
Oh my god.
Because even earlier, all I hear is when that Gianni guy's speaking, yeah, someone goes, "Yeah, do you have a cigarette?" He's just having his own conversation outside, bro. Now, big up Rashid, man.
Man. Yo, Ozzy, what you saying, man? You good? You sober now, yeah? You sober?
I've been sober for a minute, G.
Man said month later, you know, I was asking him if he's sober a month later.
You know them people when they drink, yeah, they just go loud. This guy is loud when he's drunk, you know. Ozzy, bro, he's a demon, bro. He's making me laugh, bro. He's like, yo, no, yo, no. I'm like, yo, I'm here, bro. What you saying, Ozzy, man? You good, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. Nah, but I didn't even bother watching the game today, bro. There was like, bro, it was but who am I gonna see? No God, bro. Like big man, big. I was not bothered.
But listen, though, I was hearing man say Zubamendi is playing better than Caicedo and that, yeah. And I'm not doing the personal thing, but was he that good?
I saw the highlights. He looked calm, but it's preseason, man. Like you can't read too much into preseason. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, performance-wise, I'm talking performance-wise, bro.
Performance-wise, he played well. I wouldn't go that far, but he played well. I told you, bro. I told you Rashid looks like K Coke, bro. I told you, man. You man keep saying Mope, bro. He looks like K Coke. That's what it looks like, man. But yeah. Yeah, Gianni. So yeah, you were saying, sorry, bro, your internet cut out. What was you saying, bro, about the game?
I said don't pay attention to anything at all about AC Milan because that team's shit. They're not even going to be competing for the Scudetto this year. So any positive takeaway somebody wants to try to put a spin on the game, it's not really because AC Milan's just garbage.
I hear that. They didn't really do anything, bro. And Rafael Leao, this is exactly why I don't want him, bro, because he was doing the same nonsense we saw from Martinelli.
Most overrated. He's the most overrated player in the Serie A. I don't. He got hot. He got hot 1 year because everybody forgets to talk about that AC Milan adjusted the formation where he played basically a secondary striker. They had him listed as playing left wing, but he was basically playing directly under the striker and playing as a sort of like a 10 to use his pace. He's overrated, man. He's a pace merchant. I don't know why anybody tries to overhype that guy at all. He's another one of these he had one good season and then everybody just overhypes this guy. He's nothing special.
Yeah. Them icy free wingers, bro. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Icy free wingers, bro. Just running down the wing, bro.
I agree.
He's overrated.
He's my countryman, yeah. He's my fellow countryman twice.
Mm-hmm.
He's Angolan and he's Portuguese. It's like I have every reason to want to hype this guy because I want to. Yeah, I want to see another Angolan baller. But at the end of the day, he's not it. He's not.
But you know ball, and you know that he's not it. Sergio Conceição. His kid, little Conceição is better than him.
Yeah, and you know what it is, yeah? When Leao actually plays well, you can put a highlight compilation. When he on his day, which comes rarely, yeah, they put a compilation. But people that don't watch him use the compilation and think that they make that the rule. When that is not how he plays every game. I've seen him have good games for Portugal. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, he has a bad game for Portugal. But most of the time, he's poor. He can't take on his man, and even when he is good at taking on his man, his striking ability, his decision making in the final third is
terrible.
Really bad, bro.
It's terrible.
Really, really bad, bro. A bit like Madueke. Madueke on his day can be effective, but there's a lot of games where Madueke is frustrating, and that's like Rafael Leao.
I call him the Portuguese Martinelli.
Huh?
I call him the Portuguese Martinelli, bro. Because they play on the same side, and they do similar things, innit?
Yeah, well, it's that's disrespectful to Martinelli because Martinelli, when he's on form, is way better than Leao. Leao got lucky that Inter bottled the league. Let's be honest here. The year AC Milan won the title, Inter bottled the league.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And AC Milan and Rafael Leao just so happened to be the best player in Serie A for 1 year and went crazy. Because here you can draw the comparisons. Look at Leao and then look at Varashelia. Nobody heard of everyone said Varashelia was a baller. We'll wait to see what happens when he got to the Serie A. He outshined Leao. Leao was a kid when he won the title for AC Milan. You would think as a kid to grow up after you already do that you would go to the next level, but he didn't. He's overrated as shit.
Was that the year he played off Giroud?
Yes. And Ibra. And Ibra was injured for half of the year that year, or majority of the year. But yeah, it was Giroud. He also had, what's his name, the old Croatian striker, Rebic. Rebic was also playing in. The thing is that Rebic is a number 10 that year to aid with the attack is what helped them because so many the teams had to play defensively more central because they were getting attacked with pace from the middle with Rebic. So it gave Leao more opportunity to get wide open territory on the field down the left-hand side, which is why he looks so good. Besides that, guy's overrated. He's a pace merchant. That's all it is. If you took away his pace, he'd be out.
This is why I don't rate certain players that fully rely on the physicality aspects more than the footballing aspect. You know, a lot of people usually see where it's like it's the opposite in England, where if you have pace, you're great. You know what I mean? That's how they see. If you're a winger, you got pace. They try to forget about all the other aspects of your game, because it's something weird. But it's more you always look at it like, okay, cool. But what happens if this player loses pace? And that's why you see sudden fall-offs. When they reach a certain age where they get an injury, the fall-off's big. Whereas the certain players, for example, I know it's not the same position, but like a Modric, you know what I mean? He's still playing at this age because it's all about the football IQ, the ability on the ball, and the things that you can't really teach, but also the things they had from a young age. Do you know what I mean? So it's, man.
Look at Conceição. Here, you want to compare Portuguese versus Portuguese. Conceição, you could put 3 guys around him. I've seen times where there's 3 guys around him. He's dribbling around people, and they still don't know where the ball's at. He's a true guy that's got tech ability. Leao isn't. Leao's just pace. If he can't beat you on a first step, you've got him locked up. That's all it is to him.
What about that Quenda guy, bro? I'm worried when we bought him already.
Who?
Quenda, the sporting winger or wing back. He's young though. He's young. I don't remember that, but he is good. Like 17.
I think you guys make a couple more signings. You guys are challenging for the title, to be honest with you.
We getting two of my fellow, you know what I mean, countrymen, innit? We're getting two Dutch players. Hato and Simmons.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to the Dutch. We just picked up Noah Lange from you guys at Napoli.
Yeah, Noah Lange. Yeah. He's another.
He's good. He looks good.
Yeah. He's another good player. So yeah, man. I think with they both said yes to Chelsea, but it's just I think we almost sorted out. What's it called? The personal terms. I think almost agreed with Hato, but with Simmons, we're trying to send Chukwuemeka the other way because Leipzig's interested in Chukwuemeka, the guy that was on loan at Dortmund.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we're still gonna try and get him anyway. Because I know that last season we had a couple of games, and one of them was the Leicester game where we played 2-10s, and I think in some games, Maresca wants to play 2-10s. So if they get him, you know what I mean, it's a good thing. All I want is someone to hijack this Garnacho, and then I don't mind anyone saying that they've managed to get a player above us. Like they robbed one of our targets. I'll happily get you to rob that target. You know what I mean?
He's another garbage.
Yeah. I can't have that. Because what our owners are looking at with Garnacho is there's two ways people look at it. Like we look at it and just call him trash. But there's a market where they still think like a Rashford and some other players that they big somewhere else. Or they still think that there's almost like a brand around them, if that makes sense. So they're still willing to buy them. So I think our owners are looking at if we buy him for X amount of money, we could still sell him for X in the next year or two. So, but we after what's happened with the Club World Cup, I don't want to have that kind of like not negativity, but that the way he moves as a player, or he has his annoying brother, and if he doesn't get game time, he might start saying things, and I don't want our like what's going on right now to be affected from bringing in someone from the outside. That's unnecessary. That's what I said. I'd rather, you know what, send me my Dwayne back. you can get a refund.
I honestly would stick with Nkunku over freaking Garnacho, to be honest with you. The problem with you guys is you guys just don't play Nkunku in the proper spot. But that's because you don't have a team built for him to play in his proper spot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not anymore anyway. So, I mean, because what happened was he was bought by Vivel, the guy that used to be sporting director or something from Leipzig or the whole Red Bull group. I don't remember how it worked. But obviously he's gone to United. And then, he was at our club for like a year or two, had some disagreement, ended up leaving. But at that time, he's the one that bought, or he was involved in buying Nkunku, bringing him in. And that's I think when Todd Bowley was doing the whole football manager thing. That's the first. As soon as they took over that year, I think when we had Potter or still Tuchel, is when he brought in Sterling and him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he got injured. Poch, he played a couple games pre-season and got injured. So then that's when they ended up buying Palmer. And then that obviously worked. So because Palmer worked, they just put him on the wing and they said, you know what? When you come back, we'll see what we do with you. But at that point, the team started flowing and stuff. And he doesn't want to play in the 9. And he doesn't want to play in the 9. He wants to play in the 10. But because Palmer's playing there, the manager was like, you can just sit it out. And it's similar with the Felix thing. That was more of a club signing. And it seems like the manager doesn't really fancy him. So he's been sitting on the bench and he's gone. So if we're trying to move on some of the players that he doesn't want, and if he's the one that wants Simmons or stuff like that, I know that he would be playing them more often because he's the one that's kind of want them. But
so let me ask you that: what's the point of Chelsea getting Simmons if you have Palmer? You're going to have the same problem as what you did with Nkunku because Simmons' game going out wide is not that good. Especially when you look at the way on how Leipzig played, there were a few times that he got pushed out wide because they play a 3-4-1-2. He did not look good on the wing. So I think you guys might run into the same exact issue that you had with Nkunku with getting Xavi Simmons. I don't know why you guys aren't going for Rodrygo all out. Rodrigo fits more to you guys because you guys need other wingers, not another number 10 if Palmer's going to stay there.
No, but we don't know because if he either plays with the 2 10s and has them both playing together, he might even play Palmer on the right wing like we've seen before. So it's one of them that it depends on the game. and sometimes he moves the players. He might move Palmer right wing, take someone else off, and then puts Xavi Simmons in the 10.
Yeah, I
so
reckon that's what's gonna
so it's
happen.
all
Innit?
that. It's
Palmer
all
right
the
wing.
different way. Yeah, it just depends on
Palmer
what.
right wing. Yeah, and you put Xavi Simmons in the 10. Then I think you lot need a left winger, and you're good to go, and maybe a centre
Probably
back.
the left winger. Yeah.
I think if you do
I
that, I
think you
would.
need 3-4 players you can challenge for the. I think left winger, centre back, goalkeeper, and maybe like another midfielder. You're good to go.
Another midfielder.
Like
You sound like you're speaking about Arsenal, blood. We got enough midfielders. You know what I mean?
no,
We want
I
to
mean
move them on.
like what's it? No, not another midfielder, like a winger. Sorry.
Yeah, we need a left winger.
Yeah, left winger.
We still need a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
I still think
goalkeeper
we need a
and a
goalkeeper.
centre back.
You guys should go drop the 40 million at PSG and go get Donnarumma and just pay his freaking salary. You guys instantly jump into at least third. I think you guys jump Arsenal right now. You guys are just ahead of us right now. But if you get
What happened?
His camera just switched off, bro.
Yeah, he just cut out.
Yeah, I think it's his internet, man. His internet's mad.
Top
Still.
Guinness, bro.
He's back. He's back.
He's back.
internet at work ain't that good.
Yeah, that's like on my work, man. I got no internet there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think Chelsea right now should be landing at least. I think Chelsea should be landing at third, maybe a surprise second this year. Arsenal, if we don't get a creative midfielder in the middle to put pressure on Odegaard, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have big problems this year.
But this is why I put you guys were around the top 4, not really top 4, but in that, it's probably similar, but not guaranteed second or winning it.
No, second.
Because I feel like there's too many question marks for me at Arsenal.
Yeah,
like,
no,
there's a
100%.
question mark
Second ain't guaranteed this year for Arsenal, man.
Yeah, because I think that obviously you got a question mark on what's gonna happen with your
it's been
You're gonna
5
change the
years,
system
yeah.
for him.
We still haven't addressed like so many positions. While you see Liverpool, yeah, they go say, "Well, we're getting rid of our best right back. We get a right back straight in. We need a left back. We get a left back straight in. We need a number 10 because what's his name? Saliba is not it. We get a number 10. Darwin Núñez is not it. We're gonna get a striker. Diaz is hot and cold. We might replace him. While we are just like, oh, we'll get someone to do a job. Oh no, he can play there. No, he's not versatile. But it's the same merry-go-round with Arsenal, man. Like realistically, yeah, no one's bringing this up here, but with Gokeres, yeah, you're talking about another 200 million. Like you're talking about 200 million spent this summer, yeah, and what we've improved one position. Like does that not seem mad to people? One position, you spent 200 million to improve one position. I just find it crazy. Everyone's talking about Liverpool saying, "Oh, they spent mad money," yeah, but they've bought 4 or 5 first-team players. We've brought one. And
but they didn't spend
200
money
million.
last year either. They didn't spend money last year either, so it's not like they've been.
But yeah, that's why
spending the
that's what
money
I'm saying.
slowly.
But in
They
one
really
window,
haven't spent money,
but
period,
in
compared
one
to the other
window,
clubs.
They've addressed four positions, and they might address 5. Well, but we've been crying out for a striker for 5 seasons. We've managed to get one, and we're still saying we need a left winger. We need this. We need the number 10. We need a backup to Saka. We still ain't got a proper left back.
A lot of
Like,
the times
it's
we're
mad.
fixing problems that we already had. Like we created our own problem and then try to fix it. Like the Gokeres is fixing Havertz and Jesus. Lewis Skelly coming up from the youth academy is fixing Zinchenko and Calafiori. Like we're actually trying to fix problems, then actually going out there and go, okay, we got this player. This player is good enough to play for the next 5, 6, 7 years, whatever the case may be. Move on to the next one. We're constantly backtracking on decisions made in previous years. Let's be real. Like Ethan playing in the number 10 is correcting Odegaard and Fabi Vieira. That's just a reality. Like the fact that we're getting like that we got Norgard and Zubamendi and that's correcting the fact that we and Mikel Moreno. That's the fact that we had Jorginho, the fact that we had Lokonga. Like we're constantly backtracking on our decisions. Like this club makes it seem like, yeah, we're gonna get this player, and this player is gonna be this and that. And most of the time, it falls flat. Like, why are we getting another like 2 DMs when we already got Moreno? Like, it don't make sense. So Norgard is supposed to be the upgrade for flipping Moreno, and Zubamendi is supposed to be the upgrade for Partey. Now, Partey was a good signing, don't get me wrong, but it's like most of the time we're rectifying issues that we created. Like getting Madueke in, yeah, is to try, even though it's not the right decision, is to try and correct the fact that we stuck with Martinelli too long when we could have actually got a very good fee for him a couple of years ago. And we brought in Trossard that has not developed under this manager or been consistent under this manager for whatever reason, whether he fell out with the manager or whatever the case may be. We're always backtracking on what we're doing. Like the fact that we're getting Mascara, that's because Kivior hasn't delivered in the way that this fan base hyped them up. Because remember, he was linked to Juventus. This fan base were gassing him up, yeah, and he's not lived up to the hype. He hasn't. So I just feel like a lot of times that that's what we're always doing, bro. This is why this club doesn't progress, because you can't keep getting it wrong, 2-3 players in one position and trying to rectify that and thinking that you're going to keep up with teams like Liverpool. That when they go and get Gravenberch, it works. When they get McAllister, it works. When they get Gakpo, it works. When they get, obviously Diaz, you know what I mean? But when they're getting like Jota and players like that, it works for them. Whether you would take them at Arsenal or not, it works for that system to get them over the line to win major honours. Whether you rate every single player, ultimately those players get them over the line to win.
But why, Donald? You know why? Because remember, they've built that system or the way they play, and then they don't always get the player everyone wants. They get in the player that suits their system or their way of playing.
It's also the ownership. It's also the ownership, right? The people who own the actual Americans that own Liverpool own the Boston Red Sox. If you look at the way that they've moved with Boston, it's the same way that they've gone with Liverpool. When Boston won the World Series more recently, they built the squad up very similarly to how Liverpool has done it when they need to address pieces. The problem is Arsenal don't care. Arsenal just throws shit against the wall and sees what sticks. And then they go, okay, we'll come again next year. You guys know that now that Gyökeres has been confirmed, Arsenal has spent over 1.3 billion euros since we signed Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Since Aubameyang to now, we have spent 1.3 billion euros in 8 years. So anybody who tries to say that Arsenal doesn't operate like a big club, we don't operate like Chelsea and Man City with money, yes, we do. We just do it in an absolute retarded fashion to why we don't win.
But the thing is, there's two problems. It's not a case of spending money, yeah? It's a case you've got owners who don't look at where the money's being spent. They just give the money and let someone and then let it be spent however. They don't like take accountability about, oh, no, we don't want him. Is he actually good enough? And then you've got a manager who's still learning on the job, still trying to work out what his best type of football to play and system to play. And then he's buying players, I'm not sure whether they fit the system or not. And then trying to put like, what's the saying? You can't put a
square peg in a round
hole. And that's what he's constantly trying to do. Instead of, I play this system and I identify this player to fit in this position for this system. Well, he's buying players and thinking, oh, he might work out there, and then he doesn't work out. And it's constant with, we can name a good 10, 15 players that we've brought in and just haven't fitted in. And he's basically just trying to move, juggle all these players, trying to make them all work somehow and justify these signings. That's the problem. While with Liverpool, you've got ownership that when they give the money and they're seeing who the manager's signing, they approve it based on whether it works for them or not. Not just, we'll give you the money and buy whoever you want to buy.
I would put that more down to the sporting director than the ownership when it comes to Arsenal, because the Kroenkes I think don't really care about Arsenal as long as they make their profit, because they're completely different here in America.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's the ownership that just give the money and don't care where the money's being spent. as long as certain targets have been achieved. It's
Yeah.
not a case of we want like certain objectives when you sign players to be of a certain standard or a certain profile.
Yeah, because to
Is
me,
there's
you know
200
what it
million
is.
to
Yeah, I've
spend this
noticed
season,
over
spend
time
it
when you
however
speak
you
about the
want.
ownership, you realize that it just looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like they just have them on. They've bought Arsenal just to put them on the portfolio. So you know the billionaires, yeah, they could just say, "I own this club and that club," and by the way, I own Arsenal too. You know, like because and they know that they also it's making them money, so it's 2 in 1, and it's one. That's what it looks like because over time, you just think every time we get to a transfer and they think, you know what, even as a rival, I think, you know what, maybe they'll do something different this year. In your back, like in the back of my mind, I think it'll probably be the same thing, but you never know how a club can end up moving, right? Because one season it can be what Liverpool's doing now and they spend all the money and whatever, but it's just been like it just started straight away with like a bit of Gyökeres links, then you get the Sesko, and you know, okay, it's back to the what usual one. Obviously, you end up getting Gyökeres, and then you just buying all these other players, and it's like, okay, maybe they're not they're not going forward as much as we thought they would. Do you know what I mean? It's like because I have to see what you do first before I say they're not going to win the league because the transfer window's still open, right? But it's the same story every year kind of thing where instead of improving the squad, you're just buying random players for different positions, and sometimes it's just, especially what's been weird this season is that the other clubs have strengthened not in a way we expected. I think City, we did kind of expect them to put the money down and kind of leap forward, trying to get back to, you know, the top or even challenging. But with Liverpool, who's already won it comfortably last season, you already got the gap, let's say, between Liverpool and obviously the gap that was between Liverpool and Arsenal. Forget about the gap that's underneath. And then you think, if they've improved as high as they did, you have to not just improve to get back to the levels they were on last season. You have to do more to make sure that you want to surpass them. Because if you just do enough to be where they were last season, you're still not really projected to win the league. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense.
On top of that, to add to that, the other thing is that the where Liverpool ended is also just because of how early they won the title. Arsenal, all these Arsenal fans, all these top gooners talk about we got to make up 10 points. We got to make up 5 to 6 wins. Liverpool just didn't give a rat's ass at the end of the year. We got damn near 18 points. We have to look at it like we have to make up 18 points if we want to win, the title. But again, the problem is that Arteta's still in control. Berta is just aiding him out, and we're gonna have to see what ends up happening because all this talent scouting is terrible. Like you can't tell me Madueke is a better player than Alex Baena, especially when Alex Baena is cheaper. Being that good of a player and then being cheaper is like a double slap in the face that we go and get a guy like Madueke.
Absolute facts. Big up to Carefree Lewis, man. Big up to Lewis for the raid, man, every single time. Make sure you're subscribing, unless you live under a rock, to Carefree Lewis, man. And once again, Lewis, man, congrats again at reaching, I think it was 60K followers, man. Big up to Lewis, man. Make sure you're subscribing to Lewis, man. You know what I mean? Real one every day, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And big up to everyone that's joined from the raid as well. And, yeah man. Big up, man. Big up every single time. I think Carl has reached my yard now. I think he's parked outside. But yeah, Carl's reached my yard. But yeah, man, listen. Make sure you subscribe and support Lewis, man. One of the very few people that always supported my channel, bro. Even when I started early. Really nice person, man. Like really, really calm person. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're subscribing to Lewis, man. Big up every single time.
Real one. Yeah, man.
Real one, man.
Yeah,
real one. Honestly, he's so humble, especially for how big he is in the YouTube space. He's so humble, man. Lewis is a cool brother, man. I can. He's one of the few people I can vouch for that I met in person. That I can vouch for that. Like, you don't have no ego, none of that. Like, just a blessed brother. You know what I mean? So big up Lewis, man. Yeah, I'm saying that's man.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. Do you know what it is? Yeah, everything we're talking about when it comes to Arsenal, the biggest. This club fucked up here when they allowed Wenger to stay too long. Do you know why? Because they showed this ownership that they're in charge of a club that as long as you sustain Champions League football, there's not going to be any uprisings. There's not going to be anyone demanding anything. And for a business owner that only cares about money, They want consistent returns, innit? Like businesses, they always got to answer to the shareholders, to the stock market, to the people invested in the club. They always want to make a profit in it. And a lot of these, and I don't want to just say just Americans, because there's been other types of ownership as well that have been just as bad as Americans. I don't think it's fair to just say American owners, but in this case, American owners, they just want to see what's the numbers saying. What's the numbers saying? As long as the numbers are good, we keep it rolling. And that's the thing. Like Wenger was the blueprint to show them that, listen, you don't need to achieve anything. You don't need to win anything. You're not going to get any backlash of any sort. You can pay for all the journalists. You can pay. Sky Sports ain't going to press you. None of the media will press you. The fans, they will just fight each other. So you've got no type of accountability. The only accountability they have is to their own pockets. And because we kept Wenger, that was the blueprint, bro. That was the blueprint to show that as long as the fan base like the manager, like they defended Wenger for 10 years, too long, when they were defending this manager, we don't need to change anything. Let's be honest, yeah. Any of us were the Cronkies, yeah. Why would you change? If you're an owner, like for example, let me say like somebody that's not American, yeah. If I take over the Patriots, yeah, in America, if I didn't grow up watching that sport, I've invested my money. I'm not invested in that. I didn't grow up as a support. I don't really care about that sport like that. I'm making money, bro. Why would I need to change anything? Why would I need to change anything?
Yeah,
like based on what?
I disagree with that because in America it'd be completely different. The fans are not the same thing.
If the Patriots were behaving the same way as Arsenal fans, you know what I'm saying?
That okay,
If they were behaving the same way as Arsenal fans and they were happy with their minimum, let's just say hypothetically,
that I agree with you. Yes, that I agree with you.
You need to put more in a sport that's making me money that I didn't grow up supporting, that I don't have any ties to. Do you know what I'm saying? My family don't support the Patriots, and they're not going to tell me anything. They don't watch American sports. I'm making money. What's the incentive? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no incentive other than how much more merch can I drop? Can we get more money for the sponsorship deals? Can we expand the stadium?
It's only different if you get an owner that actually wants to win. Like when Chelsea had Abramovich. That guy wanted to win. Like, I don't care. If it's not working out, I'll change it up. I'll buy the players. You know, I'll change the people that are running the club. And he was present. The guy was always present at matches, like seeing what's going on. Because he brought Chelsea to obviously achieve success, like, because he didn't care about it in a financial sense. He already had the money. Like the guy's a multi-billionaire. He bought the club and was like, you know what? I like football. I like this football club, and I'm gonna make it achieve success. While with the Cronkies, is as long as the net profit comes in, they don't really care.
Well, I was going to say, I think Wenger wasn't the main problem. I think Wenger's the cherry on top. The problem is, one, the Cronkies, I don't think will look at Arsenal the same way because the Cronkies do care about their football team and their basketball team. But the problem is that the flip side of it is they're not making nearly the same amount of money with Arsenal that they are with the American sports. So Arsenal's automatically going to fall to the third spot for them if we're going to be looking at it from a money perspective. The Premier League can do all they want. They're never going to pass the NFL. I don't know if they'll pass the NBA, but they're never passing the NFL as far as cash. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. So just on that, when it comes to money, Arsenal's their third choice. They're going to care more about the Nuggets or the St. Louis Rams before they care about Arsenal to go with that. But as far as the ownership, the problem is this, though. And again, it's got to be more about smart spending. You can spend. You don't have to spend as much money as these other clubs, but you got to do smart spending. Because look, I'm a Napoli fan. We don't have anywhere near the amount of money that AC Milan, Inter Milan, or Juventus have, or even Roma for that matter. We're smaller than Roma. But as long as you have an owner that wants to be a part of something to actually build it correctly, then you can use less money, but you have to be better at it. I tell this story all the time. Arsenal beat Napoli to Varashelia. A lot of people don't know that in England. Arsenal was the first team to scout Varashelia. They just chose to not pay the full $10 million that they wanted. They were trying to play cheap because it was a small team in Georgia. So
Listen,
it's
guys,
all of it's more about smart spending and being smart with what you're going to do. It's not going to be. It doesn't matter about all the money in the world because Manchester United's got all the money in the world with their owners and how much money they got. They don't care. They just throw money around like it's going out of style and it's done nothing for them.
I hear
Yeah,
it.
no,
I hear it.
100%.
Listen,
But
Brandon,
like the
unfortunately,
Cronkies,
I'm gonna have to wrap up here because Carl's arrived and I need to get him. He's in a disabled bay. He's about to get a ticket if we don't move his car. So
You
I'm
wanted
gonna
the
have to
African
go.
bunny. I know him, you know, the African dog.
Yo,
bro.
Yasta, you know around here.
Yeah, everyone's walking like this. McGregor, bro, on the road.
Yeah, literally, like. So we're gonna have to move this car. So I'm gonna have to go, yeah, because these roads, man, they're treacherous. These flipping parking attendants are treacherous around it. So Yas already knows what time it is around it. So yeah, man. But listen, big up to all of you lot. Gianni, every single time. Big up, bro, for jumping on. Ozzy, Macy, Yasa, you already know what time it is. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Listen, there's more content around. We're going to redirect to Dan Potts, football's 12th man. Northside raid on the way in. And I will be dropping content tomorrow. There will be videos dropping as I'm traveling. Apologies today for the videos. I'm running on no sleep. So yeah, man, we're gonna have to take Carl's car to my mum's, park it there like I did with Yasa, and then come back. So yeah, listen, apologies, but I do have to wrap up. Yeah, man, we're out, man. Love Northside raid. Love.
Fuck Arteta, this man ain't a legend. Said he made us challenge, but we challenged for second. 5 years, no trophies, get sacked in a second. Drop me out, this trophy drought coming like bangers. And yo, owners, what you saying? 800 mil on these players who are not creating. No trophies in phase 5, look how we're playing. Ranieri did it with Leicester, what phase we're staying? Liverpool just picked up a title. We don't stop to be humble, you're dismissing the rival. But that you catch a bullet, dismiss this rival. He's dead on the rival. Headshot, he can hardly breathe. Dying outside the Emirates in this armory. Hell of real gunner shooting on the wing like I'm a reed. I'ma catch Mikel Arteta in an artery. I want him out.